UFC comes back to 2025 and it's just taking a massive dump on all of our faces. Immediately, it's a card that nobody cares about. So you know what? I was thinking to myself, if there's ever a card that I need to get excited about, I need to put money on the line. I need to put $100 on the line for every single fight on the entire card. And that's what I've done on every single fight on the underdog nonetheless. I have put $100 on. If they win, if they all win, I win massively. If they all lose, that's $1,400 total down the drain. I'll show you guys immediately. So we have Nurullo Aliyev versus Yanel Ashmov. Gone with Yanel Ashmov. He was the underdog, $4.50. So really, I wouldn't mind losing a few underdogs here and there as long as I hit the big ones, like this one here. Victoria Judakova versus Fatima Lin. Where they're finding this fight is from. But anyway, Victoria Judakova, I have $100 on. The potential return is $660. These are the ones we need to hit for this card. Again, you guys can try this at home by yourself, but beware. Your discretion is advised. But anyway, Magomed Gazki, this is just a troll at this point, versus Bruno Lopez. These names. Bruno Lopez, thank God, it was him that I picked to win. I actually don't even remember who I picked. I just put money on whoever the underdog was. And here we have Bruno Lopez winning, $2.70. We move on. Nicole Calieri, Ernesta Caricate. Praying I got yes, so I did end up picking Nicole Calieri to win this fight, $3.25. The women fights I'm pretty much kind of confident in, because if you think about it, a lot of the time the women's kind of just fluke it and it's just like, well, this one won. Who was the underdog? I had no chances of winning according to the betting odds. I don't know why they keep doing it. Learn from your mistakes. This is all women fights at the end of the day are 50-50 coin tosses. Moving along. Preston Parsons versus Andreas Gustafsson. Not the most difficult names to pronounce this time around. I went with Preston Parsons, believe it or not. Don't ask me why. Obviously, you know, intensive research was done. Thiago Moises versus Trey Ogden. And I went with Trey Ogden, who was the underdog. Well, I actually don't feel too bad about it. I mean, Thiago Moises kind of, you know, he's come to the tail end of his, like, prime, peak, whatever you want to say it. He's probably going to be diminishing from now on. So if there's anyone that's going to have a good chance of catching him at this stage, Trey Ogden's your guy. Trust. Io Poteriera versus Marco Tullio. This is the one I'm not too confident about here. Io Poteriera, for the most part, there's a bee going around me, has been mollywopped by anyone he's ever fought. I'm praying he survives this one. Probably will just die anyway, though. But that's just how these fighters operate. Especially ones with no chin. Jose Johnson versus Felipe Bunez. My nose is blocked now. That's uncomfortable. Here I went with Felipe Bunez. A lot of smart decisions being made here, as you can tell. $100 on everyone. Punahele Soriano versus Uros Medic. I believe I went with Uros. Nope, I didn't. Punahele Soriano was the bet here. A slight underdog. Again, just going with every single underdog, not thinking about it. A few I'm not really too confident about. I've seen a lot of people have undefeated records on this card. Therefore, they're like big favorites. Just because no one's seen them lose. So, you know, they can't lose. MMA logic. So I'm thinking I could get quite lucky in this card. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm feeling good about this one. These Apex cards were like, they just put on whatever trash none of the card. They don't even know how good these fighters are. They haven't quite developed to the stage where we know for sure they're here, this guy's here. So a lot of more underdogs can win, I feel like, in these situations. But anyway, Christian Rodriguez versus Austin Bashi. Christian Rodriguez is the underdog. That's surprising to me. I don't remember who I picked. But yeah, Christian Rodriguez. That was the pick I ended up going for. Chris Curtis versus Roman Kopylov. This one I'm not confident at all. Chris Curtis is old at this stage of the game. He's not that good. We'll probably lose the fight, but you know. $3 though? I mean, that's pretty good value for a guy that has pretty good takedown defense, in all honesty. Abdul Razak Al Hassan versus Cesar Almeida. Abdul Razak Al Hassan was the pick here. As you can see, same old, same old. Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Carlson Harris. the ever so minusculely slight underdog was Santiago Ponzinibbio, who is old, and he'll probably be, and he is at the tail end of his career, not even just his prime. Like, at this stage of the game, he is beyond washed. He came back from a brutal injury, I get it. But pull this one off. But if he loses, I'm not the most worried as long as I get enough of the other fights on the card. Because this one, for the most part, is, you know, like, it's not a game changer. Like, you lose one more fight and any profits you want from this fight is gone. So if there's one fight that I don't mind losing, is this one. And then finally, the main event. The big one. The big banana. The big daddy-o. Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Ribas. A terrible main event. Let me just get that out of the way. A terrible main event, main evented by women. Obviously, it's not terrible because they're women. It's just a coincidence that a lot of these times, these women's main events and terrible main events seem to coincide with each other. They overlap somehow. I did go with Mackenzie Dern, even though I think she's going to lose. But she isn't a big enough underdog for what I think she is. I think she robbed Ribas in their last fight. Yeah, I think she's going to lose this fight, but the rules, them rules, right? Anyway, I managed to stretch out a 6-minute video from this video. I didn't really want to do a predictions video for this one because, I just don't care. So this is the video now. And enjoy it. $100 on every single UFC underdog at the UFC Apex. I will be making a results video to see how well I did. $1,400, will I be able to turn into profit? Or will it be a big loss? Stay tuned and subscribe to find out. Like the video. Press that notification button to see more amazing content like this one. I mean, what else are you watching? MMA Joey? Ha! You know? Anyway, subscribe, like, share, comment. A lot of hate comments nowadays. But anyway, see you next time.